Alright, this is going to be my final video here on the Battle of Zama. We're looking at 113 route points that the Carthaginians are at. We're looking at 40 for the Romans. And we're looking at a lot of route points heading off the board. Some could be rallied by Hannibal, but, this this is kind of a gripe I have with the game, is that if we look at, the game's virtually over. I mean, there's no way the Carthaginians are not going to hit the route level, in a turn or two. There's no way they can make the Romans hit theirs. But if you look at it, I mean, the situation is Carthaginians are doing pretty well. I mean, they've routed the Roman cavalry on the one flank. The middle of the board, with the infantry, the Romans are very disorganized. Most of their guys have some serious cohesion hits. And, the veteran Carthaginian forces are fresh and they're ready to pounce, jump in and hit the Roman infantry. Even over here, while the Roman Numidian infantry have routed and killed the Carthaginian light cav, these guys are ready to cut off the board and keep those light cav from surrounding the Carthaginian army. But here's the deal, okay? These are the Carthaginian light cav. They're really good. There are eight troop quality. Try and focus in. There's 5 of them. That's 40 points. That's, in essence, just a lock. The Carthaginian Sacred Band is 5. They're worth less route points. How does that make sense, right? The Carthaginian army is more concerned about the Numidian light cav than the Carthaginian heavy cav over here. I don't know. It goes back to, I love SPQR, no doubt. I enjoy playing this game a lot, but a lot of it just, it was so improved with musket and pike. Musket and pike didn't look at, let's figure out the strength points of armies and then do a percentage, and that's where they route. Now, musket and pike says, how did the victor do? And let's compare that, and let's make victory points based on that. And that makes a lot of sense, and that makes for, it makes for competitive games, and it makes for games that make sense. Here, this doesn't make sense, because, according to the history, Carthage was, pretty much, destroying the Roman, infantry, or not destroying, but, pushing it back. And it was only the cavalry coming back that won the battle. Here, though, I mean, it doesn't matter, because of the way victory is determined with route points equaling troop quality. So you have something like, light cav with 8 troop quality. That's 8 route points per unit. Really, that's worth more than, these veteran heavy infantry or these, sacred band cav. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, I guess it's a little frustrating because, I'm having fun. I could continue to play the battle and just ignore the route point limits and see what happens. But, I'm not. That's kind of not the way I'm wired. And truthfully, I want to get 5th Frontier War on the board. I was just throwing it. I wasn't even planning on videoing SPQR. I was just kind of like, hey, I want to get it. It's been so long since I played. And you know what? I really did enjoy it. And I probably shouldn't have played Zama. I probably should have played Cynocephaly or something else instead of this. Because I think this shows a lot of the flaws of the system, this battle. Certainly the victory, it shows that. I don't think without, to me, without question, it shows that, this is not the way to determine victory, by just simply troop quality numbers, because, light cav, who cares about light cav? Heavy cav's important, but light cav, it's the same thing with the skirmishers. Really, they're gonna, have a negative impact on the army. I think they're pretty much expected to run away, but and that's gonna make you do, gamey, stupid things like, if I were to play this again, I'd just run the skirmishers behind the lines. I would not even put them in a position to be destroyed, and then maybe towards the end of the game or a certain time, I would throw them, maybe over here against the Numidians or something. Who knows? But there's no use putting them in front, losing 14 route points, for virtually nothing. So, anyway, yeah, despite all that kind of ranting and raving, I do like the game a lot. I do appreciate what it does. And I've had a lot of fun with it. Certainly with my oldest brother Dale, and him and I playing this, and even though I'm playing it solo, brought back a lot of memories. About wargaming and how much fun it can be, and I certainly appreciate Berg and Herman designing this game, and putting the effort they did into it. So, a couple more grapes. Hey, I'm talking about great is, what the hell with these plate for this? So you got one plate here, and you got one plate here. Why do you have missile combat? You have all your other combat charts here, and then you have the missile combat on this one. This one has otherwise has all the line commands, command stuff, but yet it doesn't have like the Dyro of Doom that's over here back on your combat chart. I mean, what the hell, man? I mean, talk about some crappy design decisions here with the components, but okay, well, whatever. All right.